Now, after our opening race, I asked Derek Thompson about Blazing's chance, and he said a fiver each way. We didn't hear about Cheerleader, Tommo, but well done. I should have asked the question.
You should have asked the question. If you'd asked it, I'd have told you. Another fiver each way. 66s we got. I mean, but this girl here, Tina Jackson, who is my brother's partner, and she has trained this horse. She's one of the hottest trainers, not just one of the hottest girls, hottest trainers in the UK at the moment, and that's my brother Howard, and they've done so well with this horse. And it's my wife Caroline. She'll be watching this on TV. She's not here today. She would love to be. She bought the horse because the horse looked as if it was going to be curtailed and, you know, whatever. So we bought the horse and we didn't retire it. We gave it 6 months off, gave it to Tina, who trains near Whitby. Beautiful place. Let the horse out, gently brought her along, and this is what it's about. So Caroline, be watching this. The tears will be streaming down her face. Well done, darling.
So you had a share in it with Future Champions Racing previously, and
Yes.
then took her on.
Yes, they were going to send the horse to sales because they thought, well, you might make a few grand. But we bought the horse and we paid proper money for it. And because my wife Caroline just fell in love with the horse. And when we go and see the horse, we always take it lots of apples, lots of carrots. And when the horse is out in the field and we shout, come and join us, and the horse gallops over to see us and stays with us, puts her head over the fence and chomps carrots. It's incredible.
And these are your colours, Derek, is that right?
Oh, I haven't seen these colours carried for a music machine carried them. Leicester finished third in the sprint on Derby Day about 40 years ago. Haven't been seen since. Caroline said, let's have these colours. We've got them, and wow, I feel quite good.
Brilliant, well done.
Thanks, big fella. Did you back it?
I didn't, not this time.
You should
I
have
won't
done.
make the same mistake again.
Well, don't worry, I'll buy the coffees.
Cheerleader has just won our 245 here for trainer Tina Jackson. 66 to 1 the price, Tina, but you said not a complete surprise.
No, she's been working really well at home, and it's probably taken her the last fortnight or so just to come to. It's been quite cold with us, and the fillies' coats just haven't quite come through. But if you look back at the form, and she had a bit of a squeak, and you know, I think you've just got to catch them when they're right. And she's a genuine, really straightforward filly, really. So no, delighted.
And through the race, there wasn't really many moments doubt. She was always going well up with the pace, had no trouble line up.
No, that's right. I look back at some of her replays last night, and she just kept, there was just one or two a little bit better than her, but not getting beat by that far in the last run. So, no, I think she's, like I say, delighted. Delighted for Derek. The pressure's off now, so, and Derek and Caroline, so it's great for them.
I spoke to Derek before the first race, not realising that he owned this filly as well, but I've got to ask the question, what's it like to train a winner for Derek Thompson?
Oh God, yeah, I think, yeah, he'll never shut up now, will he? We won't get any peace. So no, I think Caroline, his wife, was definitely behind that. She loves the horses. They come up and see them quite a lot, and yeah, I think just enjoy it, and delighted really.
And things generally are going quite well for you?
They are, yes. We just sort of got mugged here by one on the first day, and we've had a couple of runs where we haven't had a clear run, so they are running well, so we can't complain, so yeah.
Good stuff, well done.
Okay, that's great, thanks a lot.
Wee Mary to complete the line. Set. They're off, racing over 5 furlongs for the Joint Racing TV now. Handicap stakes. Zoo in the Jungle was just a little bit slow to go. Good start by Wee Mary. Miscast is away well in the red and yellow. Also in the noseband, prominent behind the pace is another bungle. And towards the right-hand side, Aurora's double six with the green cap is prominent. Cheerleader centre pack at this stage. Followed through towards the right by Early Release. Looking towards the back of the field. Monte Cristo Boys well back. And Zoo in the Jungle continues to race back in the field as well. But only 4 or 5 off the pace. They're closely grouped. They're past halfway, approaching the final 2 furlongs. Wee Mary under the near side rail leads up. Cheerleader trying to come out of the pack to give chase. Monte Cristo Boy trying to pick up. A Zoo in the Jungle's looking for room behind them, trying to pick up as well, but it's still Wee Mary in front. Tackled by Cheerleader. They're well inside the final furlong now. Wee Mary with Cheerleader really blasting home on the far side. Cheerleader hits the front, and Cheerleader will go on to score to Wee Mary. A Zoo in the Jungle next, followed by Monte Cristo Boy and Miscast.
Bit of a boilover in the 245 as Cheerleader has got off the mark. This filly on her first start for Tina Jackson this afternoon, and it's a likeable effort from this filly. She's shown a good speed to lie up with what was a strong gallop. 66 to 1 the price under Joanna Mason, and she's really knuckled down well, hasn't she? Down at the foot of the weight, it's just 8-9 on her back. She's a filly that was consistent at a low level for Carl Burke last year, but she didn't manage to get off the mark, and she has done exactly that today. Wee Mary took them along at a strong gallop, getting that stand side position. She's just been headed well inside the final furlong. A Zoo in the Jungle, it happened too fast for him. Nigel Tinkler did touch on that point beforehand, and he missed the break a little bit and got too far back really in the early part of the race and could never make up that ground. The ground that's going to be quickening up all the time here, Angus, and it does look as if being on the speed is favourable under drying conditions this afternoon at Redcar, and Cheerleader was never too far away.
No, spot on, Martin. They just didn't come back, did they? I think the favourites run all right in third, Zoo in the Jungle, a bit of headway into third spot, but never threatened. And it was just speed against the rail for the runner-up, Wee Mary. And then Cheerleader came calling and under Joanna Mason. Disappointment of the race was perhaps early release, but he was out wide on the track. Perhaps not the place to be. It's also shown a good attitude, Cheerleader. And has just got there to deny Wee Mary for Rebecca Menzies in second, and Zoo in the Jungle was third, but as I said, never really threatened to get involved.
Joanna Mason has just partnered Cheerleader to a bit of a surprise success, but through the race, Joe, it was never really in much doubt. She was always going well.
Yeah, she travelled really strong with me. Obviously, it's the first run for Tina and the team. You know, last thing Tina said to me there, look, she's really grown into herself. She's strengthened up, and she looks a picture. So they've done a really good job at home, and she said she's been really working well. So she did just say, keep hold of her head. She's just an out 5 furlong. I held on her as long as possible. I thought, well, I'm going to have to chase the leader there, and she's put it to bed nicely.
And you had a good target to aim at, I suppose. They seemed to go a strong pace.
Yeah, they did go a really good strong pace. She travelled lovely and in my hands, and like I say, when I asked her, she really put out there to the line.
Couple more chances?
Yeah, hopefully. Some good each way chances. So cross fingers.
I suppose after a 66 to 1 shot, you're never ruling anything out.
Don't ever rule anything out.
Well done.
I like a good big price winner. Thank you very much, team.
The winner coming back in is a Cheerleader. She wins in the colours of Derek and Caroline Thompson, trained by Tina Jackson, ridden by Jo Mason. Well done, all connections of Cheerleader.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.